And find child's pose. With your shins on the ground. Your arms resting on the sides of your body. Your palms probably facing up. Last chance to clean the mat. And then just simply bring your forehead into the ground. With your knees touching or a little further apart, really up to you. And as we always begin in child's pose, this really grounding situation here to making the connection and just taking a moment to start doing the yoga, which is really the breath. To begin to fill up your lungs, the maximum capacity of air, and fill your lungs up. Breathing in so deeply. Let your ribs expand, breathing out of your mouth, sigh it out. Maybe you close your eyes or you find a soft gaze, and just for a moment, before we dive a little bit deeper into our practice, use this moment to accumulate this calmness, this peace in your breath. Smooth it out. Breathing in and breathing out. Let yourself sink a little further into the mat. Feeling your body becoming so heavy, your shoulders sinking, your face begins to relax. You can wiggle your jaw for a moment from side to side. You can even wiggle your hips from side to side a little bit, or your forehead from left to right if that feels good to you. Child's pose is your pose, the one that you can always keep coming back if anything feels overwhelming or irritating you, whether it's emotionally or physically. Doesn't really matter. This is your pose. Come take a break. So now doing the yoga, breathing so deep in and out. Notice how you begin to unwind from probably a long day of work. Now let's begin to integrate some movements into the yoga, the breath. And reach your arms forward, out in front of you. Plant your palms, spread your fingers wide, and reach. Breathing in. Ribs expand, breathing out. Ribs contract. Breathing in. Reaching forward, breathing out. Sigh out of your mouth. Now breathing in. Coming all the way up onto your hands and your knees, all fours. Tuck your toes under, lift your knees up and your hips up towards the sky. First downward facing dog of the class. You can pedal your feet from side to side. This is your practice, and a lot of you guys actually keep coming back every week, or you might practice every day or a couple times a week. So, you know what you need here. So, integrate those movements that are specifically you and your signature movements, right? You might be pedaling your feet from side to side or taking an elephant wider stand for a moment. Planting your palms slow, heels slow to your own degree, right? Everything in this class to your own degree, finding your sweet spot. Wrapping your underarms together, tucking your navel in. Sweet, nice little bend in your knees, and let your head dangle so free and so heavy. You close your eyes or look towards your mat or find yourself gaze. Breathe here and notice how This little moment in this pose already strengthens your arms, your shoulders, your back. Breathing in and reach your tailbone up towards the sky. Breathing out, bring your knees back into the ground. Bring your feet a little wider, maybe with your knees touching, and then see if you can sit in between your feet. Yeah, for some people, they might think, oh, way too early, it's too much on my knees. Maybe, yeah, maybe you grab a block or bolster right underneath your sit bones, or maybe you come into child's pose if you had a knee injury, or you have a knee injury and something going on that I don't know about, right? You can bring your palms on your thighs and find a long, nice spine. Close your eyes for a moment, just enjoying this moment, cherishing this moment of, letting that blood flow into the knees and the ankles, and the feet, the top of the feet, those selfless servants, the feet, right? Breathe. Notice throughout the practice, is your mind drifting into thoughts, fantasies, or dreams, or back to your to-do list, and simply use your inhale to pull yourself back into this present moment and experience. And then from here, slowly bring your hands back into the ground, all fours, tucking your toes under, lift your knees off the ground again, down dog. Breathing in, reaching the tailbone up, breathing out. Soften your brain around the experience. Really nothing dramatic happening in this class, right? It's just simply you being you and you trying, literally. Just you trying, right? See how far you want to go, what feels good to you, and exploring your limits. 65 minutes of wellness, an investment into yourself, into your mental health, your physical health. And then from here in 6 inches increments, you can step so slowly towards your feet, towards your hands, towards the top of the mat. See if you can make it so sensual. Okay? Until you reach the top of the mat. And then here, as we always do, really enjoying the moment, that forward fold, flat bending your knees, heels pressing low, hands low, let your head just dangle free, enjoying that beautiful stretch on your hamstrings, your calves, your back. So connected and in tune with your breath, your natural breathing pattern, as you just hang here and enjoy this early stretch. Maybe your hands touching the ground, or your hands on your shins, on your ankles. I know some people like to wrap their arms around their legs to, see if they can move their torso a little closer towards their legs. But to be honest, really, who cares, right? Who cares? You do what feels good to you, what's authentic to you, what's within your boundaries. And then from here, with your hands low, inhale, glance up, long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, wing your arms left and right, airplane wings, but still folding forward. Now I would say this is a moment of creativity because you're folding forward, letting your head rest, softening your gaze, your jaw, everything in your face is so soft. Reaching your arms left and right, and where can you find length, traction in your body? as a counter pose, as a counter movement to all the compression through the sitting, the walking, standing. Breathing here. And then with your next big inhale, come all the way up towards the sky. Reach your prayer high, let the palms touch. Exhale, airplane arms, bring you back down, forward. Inhale, hands low, glance up. Exhale, hop or step back. Plank pose, upper push-up position. Inhale here. Exhale, knees, chest, chin into the ground, lowering down, bend your elbows, and then come all the way onto your belly. And tucking the toes for cobra, inhale, and press into your hands, lift your torso up towards your own degree, right? And then exhale, chin back into the ground. 4 more here. Inhale, cobra, as you press into your hands, lift your chest. Exhale, chin into the ground. Inhale, up for cobra. Lift your heart. Exhale, chin into the ground. Inhale, cobra. Massaging your kidneys. Elbows are close towards the ribs. Exhale, chin into the ground. 1 more here as you inhale, come up. Maybe this time a little further, a little warmer. Exhale, chin into the ground. Spread your arms left and right. Lift your chest and your face and your arms up. Breathe. Feeling that strength in your lower back. And you know, it's a really important pose, I think, counter posing the forward fold, right? Strengthening the lower back. Right? The core and the lower back, or the back and the whole back, yeah. Really giving us so much strength and keeping us uplifted. And then you can lift your legs as well. Breathe. Through that experience here. Inhale. Exhale, hands back into cobra, arms. Press into your hands. Inhale, come up for cobra. Let's stay here for 5 breaths. So relax our belly button. Say that. Relax your legs, relax your buttocks. Roll the shoulders back and down. Come up to your own degree. That might look so different for you than it looks for me, right? This is again my second practice of the day, so I had some warm up. Press your hands low, spread your fingers wide, and see if you can bring the curve into the mid and upper back, which is, by the way, so difficult, right? You can look up and let your belly really, your navel move towards the mat. Breathe. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, chin into the ground, tucking the toes, press back into plank or skip plank and come right into downward facing dog. I meet you all here. Ooh, inhale and exhale it out. Side out of your mouth. Maybe we can begin to breathe together here, or you try to join me, but please, if you know your breath is on a different rhythm, then follow your breath, follow whatever you need. So inhale and lift your tailbone up towards the sky. Exhale, hop or step towards the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, hands low, glance up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, wing your arms and come all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana, stretching out, maybe leaning, bending back if you like to. Exhale, wing your arms left and right, come back down. Inhale, hands low, glance up. Exhale, hop or step back, plank pose, bend your elbows, lower all the way down. Untuck the toes, inhale, full cobra. Exhale, chin into the ground, tucking the toes, plank, and downward facing dog on the same exhale. Let's do one or two more of those, and then we can continue and move over to the next sequence. Right? If you like to breathe with me, tailbone slopes all the way up as you inhale. Exhale, hop or step towards the top. Forward fold. Inhale, glancing up. Exhale, glancing down. Inhale, your arms bring you up towards the sky like you bubble, reaching up towards the surface. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, glance up, hands low. Exhale, upper step back, plank pose, bending the elbows, lowering down all the way onto your belly. Untuck the toes, inhale for cobra. Exhale, chin into the ground, tucking the toes, plank pose or skip. Same exhale, in downward facing dog. And centering here, and just this child's pose, down dog seems like such a centering, grounding pose, like our home base. You can come anytime into child's pose or down dog if you need to take a break. Resetting before we flow into the last sun salutation. Breathing in here with me, reaching your tailbone up. Exhale, hop or step, top of the mat. Inhale, glance up, long spine. Exhale, glance down. Inhale, your arms bring you up towards the sky, reaching up, maybe bending backward if you like to. Exhale, forward fold, glancing down. Inhale, hands low, long spine. Exhale, forward fold, and then stepping back into plank pose, lowering down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, chin into the ground, same exhale, plank pose, downward facing dog. Nice, awesome. We can check our sun salutations. You should feel warmer in your body. You feel a little bit more like a fish. So at the end of the class, you will feel like you're completely like a fish. Down dog. Right? And then here, press your right heel low. Lift your left leg off the ground, bend your leg, 3-legged dog, bend your knee. Open up your hip here for a moment, take a deep inhale. Exhale, left knee to right elbow, cross. Inhale, left leg back up towards the sky. Exhale, left knee to forehead. Inhale, left leg back up. Exhale, place your left knee onto your left tricep if you can. Play around, see what's possible for you. Stay here or bend your elbows, touch your chin into the ground. Exhale, come back up. Everybody together, left leg up towards the sky. Open up your hip here for a moment. Inhale. Exhale, softly and gently swing your left foot in between your hands, forward, low lunge. Right hand low, shift your weight onto your right hand. Grandma twisting left arm up towards the sky. And open up wide here, right? Breathe. Maybe you can look up towards the sky, right? I'm just gonna lower the music here for a second. You breathe really deep here and smooth out the breath. Reach your left arm up towards the sky. And so you can really open up here the whole left side of your torso. Like, see how far you can lean back and really fully open up, feeling a beautiful twist in your spine. Okay, with your feet pressing low, right hand pressing low, coming out of your right shoulder. Really enjoying this beautiful opening. One big inhale here. Exhale, left hand back into the ground. Spin your right heel down. Keep your left leg bent. Now with or without a block, right? Bring your right hand on the outside of your left foot. Reach your right arm up to the sky. Ooh. Lot happening here. Right? So much strength in your left thigh, your calves, your feet pressing low. Beautiful opening in your heart and your chest. Reaching the crown forward and reaching your right arm up towards the sky as far as you can. Breathe. Are you still connected with your breath? Check in with yourself. As your mind drifted, are you still focused on your breath, your practice, the movement? And then from here, you can stay here or reach your right arm over your head towards the front of the mat. Breathe. Again, you can stay here or come a little further, reaching your left arm forward as well. Ooh, core and left thigh are burning. Breathe. A lot of strength opening up the whole right side of your body, right? Open up the right side. Inhale. Exhale, left hand back into the ground, the block, reaching your right arm up. Opening wide for one more big inhale. Exhale, right hand back into the ground. Now square your back toes forward. So it's kind of like pyramid pose, right? Both feet, toes are pointing forward. You look forward and you straighten both your knees, to your own degree, right? So straightening the knee might not be 100% straightening the knee, but towards that direction. So for protection, always keep a slight bend in your knees. And then from here, with or without your blocks, you can inhale and find some length in your spine and square your right hip forward. And then exhale, fold over your left leg. Ooh, nice. Look up your abs. Tucking the navel in and supporting here. The back. Relaxing your face and your jaw. And then from here, you can certainly stay here or come a little further with or without a block. Bring your right hand firmly into the ground. You can widen your stance a little bit if you'd like to, but I would recommend, about hip width distance. And then twisting open towards, or actually closed twist, right? Towards the left. Lifting your left arm up towards the sky. Right? Breathe. Again, you square your right hip a little forward. Twisted triangle here, and see if you can really move the crown of the head forward. Find the traction, the length in your spine, right? Taking the compression out of your vertebrae. And breathe and lifting your left arm up towards the sky and open up as much as you like to here. Breathe. Inhale. And exhale, softening your brain around the experience. One big inhale. Exhale, left hand back into into the ground. Remove your block if you had a block. Rebend your left leg a tiny little bit and then hop your right foot right next to your left. Forward fold at the top of your mat. And then from here with your hands in the ground, see if you can start lifting your left leg off the ground, standing on your right leg, right? I teach this pose quite often. Nothing really, super extraordinary. This pose is literally lifting your left leg. Forward folding, keeping a slight bend in your knee for your own protection, right? And see how high you want to lift your left leg. That's really up to you. See if you want to draw your nose a little closer towards your right leg. See if you want to bring your left hand right where your left foot was, or if you would like to bring your right hand onto your right ankle as well. Most importantly, smooth out your breath. Your breath is so free and smooth. Imagine your mom would hear you breathing. She wouldn't be concerned. You're breathing so smooth. Breathe. From here, a little classic maneuver. Lift your chest up. Lifting your arms up as well, left and right, airplane arms, lifting your leg, still up into the air, and breathe, activating your core, your lower back. We've been strengthening before, and see if you can fly over wherever you happen to be, flying over New York here, breathe. That right butt. Breathe. Play around with your balance. If you wobble, that's good. We have to practice humility. Breathe. One big inhale here. Exhale your right hand into the ground. Half moon, opening up the whole left side, the left hip, with or without a block. That's actually a beautiful moment for a block here. Allows you to open up a little further. And balance. Breathe. Pressing with your left foot against that imaginary wall. Find length in your spine. Breathe. Now you can reach your left arm above, over your head. Right? And for anyone who likes a little more today, a little crazy, right? I don't even have a name for this pose, but maybe you like to reach your right arm forward as well. Ooh, breathe. So much core strength and strengthen your leg. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, right hand back into the ground, opening up for one last movement, and then from here back into warrior 3, airplane, wings left and right. Ooh. Breathe, inhale, lift. Exhale, hands into the ground, holy guacamole. Left leg still lifted. Exhale, left foot right next to your right. Inhale. Glance up, still a flow. Exhale, forward fold. Let your feet touch, bend your knees, squat down in your tiptoes. Yes, a little relief. Right in front of your heart. Lift your chest. Interlace your hands, lift your arms up towards the sky. Length in the back of the spine. Inhale, reach up towards eternity. Exhale, wing your arms down, hands back into the ground, lengthening out both your legs, forward fold. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, forward fold, hopper step back, plank pose. All the way into the ground. Inhale, full cobra. Be careful, has been a while. Exhale, chin into the ground. Wing your arms left and right. Lift your arms, your chest, your head, your legs. One more strengthening here or back. Breathe. Now you have the option, you can reach your arms forward. That will be a little bit more intense, or if you need a little less intensity, you can bring your arms closer towards your body, right? Give you the option to also interlace your hands here behind your back, and then lift with every inhale, your chest a little higher, sweat your heart. Flirt with the height here. One more big inhale. Exhale, hands into the ground, chin into the ground. Inhale, full cobra. Exhale, chin into the ground, tucking the toes, plank pose, downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale and a deep breath out. Back to the base. Your chance to take a quick break. Grab some water or come into child's pose, or hang out with me in down dog for a moment. Maybe you're huffing and puffing a little bit, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of cardio stimulation here, so that's good. Breathe. Right, and wherever you are, from down dog, and working on the other side, press your left heel low, reaching your right leg up towards the sky. 3-legged dog, open up your right hip. Just breathe here for a moment. Enjoying this beautiful opening. Big inhale here. Exhale, right knee to left elbow across. Inhale, back up. Exhale, right knee to forehead. Inhale, back up. Exhale. See if you can place your right knee on top of your right, somewhere on your right tricep. Right, if that's too much, you can always bring your foot into the ground, or you can even come out of the pose from here if you want to come a little further. Bend your elbows, chin touching the ground. Exhale, straightening your arms. Everybody, right leg back up towards the sky. Open up one more chance here. Your hip bend, your knee. And then with your next exhale, so gentle, step your right foot in between your hands. We're back in low lunge. Breathe here. Press your right hand low, shift the weight onto your left hand. Is that left, right? Left hand. Grandma twist towards the right, reach your right arm up towards the sky. Such a sweet little twist, right? Straightening your back leg, bending your right leg, activating your core, and see how much you'd like to open up your chest here and let your right arm, fall back. I know some people in class, they open up their chest so wide, their right hand would touch the other person behind them right now. So think like that, really open up, but at the same time pressing into your left hand, right? So you can come out of your left shoulder. Breathing in, breathing out. Big inhale here. Exhale, right hand back into the ground. Spinning your left heel down, bending your right knee deep. With or without a block, bring your right hand on the outside of your right foot. And then reach your left arm back towards the sky. Sink low. Breathe. Open up your left hip. Kind of a different twist here in the spine, but see if you can find length, and you feel your back pinky really rooting into the ground. Breathe. Find a focal point with your eyes, maybe towards the mat, or if your neck permits, maybe up towards the sky. Breathe. Stay here or come out of the pose, whatever you need. Or come with me, reach your left arm above your head towards the front of the mat. Great. Getting ready for some core activity here. Stay here or begin to lift your right arm up and forward as well. Breathe. Plug up your abdomen and keep your left side rolling open. Dive deep into your right leg and breathe so deep. One more big inhale, reach forward. Exhale, right hand back into the ground. Twist open one more time, big inhale. Exhale, left hand into the ground. Ooh, thank God. Hop your back foot closer towards your right and then strengthening, well, strengthening too, but straightening both your legs. Both feet, toes are pointing forward, you look forward. And then inhale, find some length here. Glancing up. Exhale, fold over your right leg. See if you can really shift your left hip forward and your right hip a little back. You know, even if you just imagine it, imagine to try, right? Just try, see if you can have these super, super subtle changes and subtle movements here in your body. Sometimes it can have such a huge impact. Breathe. Keep recenter your thoughts, your mind, your focus point coming back to your practice. You're on your mat right now, you're in your practice. Your movement is connected with your breath. You can stay here or take a break. You can come with me into triangle twist. Bring your left hand on the inside of your right foot, keeping your legs as they are, and then reaching your right arm up towards the sky. Right, nice moment for block. Breathe. So now your right shoulder should be stacked right on top of your left. If you can move your left hip forward, your right hip back, and see if you can as well just open up your chest here. The crown moving forward. The feet rooting firmly to the ground. Breathe. Breathe in nourishment and breathe out any toxicity, anything that doesn't serve you anymore. Breathing in, expand. Breathing in, soften the body. One big inhale here. Exhale, right hand back into the ground. And then from here, slight bend in your right knee. Hop your left foot to meet your right. Top of the mat, forward fold. Deep inhale, it's still a flow. Long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Remember this pose, shifting your weight onto your left foot, lifting your right leg off the ground. It is as simple as that. So see what you want to do here, right? And really up to you how much you want to lift your right leg. If you want to open up your hip, you'll change the focal point a little bit, right? More into your left butt cheek if you open up your right hip. Or if you lower your right hip, it will be a little bit more balanced, a little bit more the stretching the hamstring. Right? You can bring your right hand where your right foot just was and bring your left hand onto your left ankle, drawing your nose a little closer towards your left leg. Are you still breathing? This is literally the safest space for you to explore your boundaries, to practice calmness and controlled consciousness and mind. From here, press deeply into your left leg. Lift up warrior three, wing your arms left and right. Ooh. And reach your right leg back. Breathe. Can you lift your chest? Can you lift your arms a little higher and flirt with the height? Like a bird in the sky, working the balance here. Those tiny thousands of little muscles in your left ankle and foot and leg. Breathe. One more inhale. Left hand into the ground. Half moon opening up the whole right side, reaching your right arm up towards the sky. Press your right foot back against that imaginary wall. Breathe. Open up your chest. One big inhale. Exhale, both hands into the ground. Right leg. Oh, we forgot something. Almost forgot. Reach your right arm above your head. Sorry. I remembered it. You might think, oh no, she remembered. And maybe reach your left arm forward as well. Ooh, there's a lot going on. Breathe. Activate your core, your legs, your arms. One more big inhale. And left hand back down, right arm back up. Inhale. Exhale now, both hands into the ground. Standing split for one more moment. Exhale, right foot right next to your left. Forward folding. Ooh. Inhale, glance up, such a long spine here. Exhale, forward fold. Hands low. Bring your feet to touch. Bend your knees, squat down. Pray in front of your heart. Breathe. You can always bring your knees into the ground if that's too much. Now, see if you can open up your knees, your legs. Maybe you can bring your forearms into the ground. And then wrap your left arm underneath and around the left leg. Looking towards the right, reach your right arm up towards the sky. And wrap your right arm behind your back and grab something. It might be your shirt, it might be nothing. You might just imagine doing it, right? All that counts is that you're trying, exploring. It really doesn't matter if you grab something or not. Just breathe and see if you can find a nice, sweet little stretch in your right shoulder after all those planks and push-ups and down dogs and cobras. Breathe. Inhale the nourishment. Exhale all the toxicity. Big inhale. Exhale, come back to center without touching the hands to the ground. Pray in front of your heart. Reach your arms up towards the sky. Lift and reaching up. Exhale, forward fold, straighten your legs. Inhale, long spine. Glance forward. Exhale, hop or step back. Plank pose, lower down. Untuck the toes. Inhale here for cobra. It's been a while. Let's stay here for 3 breaths. Notice, maybe some difference. Now 45 minutes into the practice, how do you feel? A little bit more grounded, a little bit more relaxed. Big inhale here. Exhale, chin into the ground. One more time. Lift your arms left and right, the chest, the legs off the ground. You can stay here. You can bring your arms forward. You can literally just bring your arms, cactus your arms sometimes. It lowers the intensity. You can lower your legs, or you can come with me, bend your knees, grab your ankles, move your knees as best as you can together. And really grab your ankles with your thumbs around your ankle, right? So typing on the laptop and, not using our hands as much anymore. Well, it really depends on all the things you do. But for me and for a lot of people, typing on the laptop a lot, is not much going on. So strengthening the grip muscles is a nice thing to do. And then kick your feet into your hands. Lift your heart up, lift your legs up. Or maybe your thighs are still touching the ground and you just practice and try to see how far you can come up here. Breathe, reaching the heart. Opening up the heart, the shoulders, the chest, the collarbones, even the throat chakra. One big inhale here. Exhale, bring it all down. Hands into the ground. Inhale, cobra here. Exhale, chin into the ground. Tuck your toes. Plank. Down dog. Hopper step your feet close or right behind your hands to the top of your mat. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your feet to touch. Squat down one more time here. Moving through the other side. Want to balance you out. Open up your knees. Bring your forearms into the ground. And then wrap your right arm underneath your right leg. Looking towards the left. Reach your left arm up towards the sky. See what happens. Bring your left arm behind your back. You grab something. Shirt. Or your wrist. One finger. Just breathe here. And see with every inhale, can you, open up a little further? Your neck permitting, looking up or maybe looking down towards your mat, relaxing your neck for a moment. I just keep you moving and flowing here, guys. Breathe. No big deal, no biggie. Just some nice stretches and, connecting your breath, the body with the breath, calming the mind, quieting the monkeys in your mind. All those thoughts. One big inhale here. Exhale, bring the prayer in front of your heart. Come back to center. And then reach your arms up towards the sky one more time. Breathe. Reach up high. Exhale, hands into the ground. Forward fold. Ooh. Last time of the class. Inhale, glance up. Exhale, glance down, step or hop back, plank pose, lower down from the last cobra of the class. Breathe in so deep. Exhale, chin. Tuck the toes, plank, last down dog for today. Ooh, you made it, nice. Breathe in, tailbone up. Exhale, bring the knees into the ground, open up the feet a little wider. One more time here, as we did in the beginning, sit in between your ankles if you can, if you like to. If not, just skip it, right? See and notice the difference here. Maybe now you still like to just stay here and sit up with your hands on your thighs, close your eyes. Or bring your hands behind you, lifting your chest, letting your head roll back if your neck permits. Or maybe even a little further, some of you might even like to come onto their forearms behind them. And a few of you might even like to come all the way onto the back. Whatever you choose to do, use this moment as a nice little meditation. Just keep coming back to your breath and those sensations in your body. Massaging the kidney so nicely. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. If you're on your back, so slowly, there's really no rush. Come back onto your forearms. Join those on the forearms. Now, let's join everybody on their hands behind the back. And then slowly those who still sit up nice and tall. From here, come onto your knees. Stand up for a moment with your toes tucked. Now for a little camel moment here, bring your hands into your sacrum with your fingers pointing up. If that works for you, I would recommend that. Right now with your thighs moving forward, with your heels, really drawing together, the tailbone tucking, the core activating, right? Roll the shoulders open, move the elbows together, and spread your collarbones wide, your chest wide, moving the thighs still forward. Maybe you like to even throw your head back here so gently. To your own degree, right? Explore. Take it slow, maybe for 5 breaths. And then the next 5 breaths, you're just going a little deeper, even coming out. For anyone who likes to come a little deeper, of course, you can bring your hands onto your ankles, one by one, so slowly and so gentle. Opening up the shoulders wide wherever you are, the ankles moving together, the thighs moving forward. And then see when your neck commits. Can you let your head relax back down and find this amazing opening in your throat? Can you still spread your shoulders open? One big inhale here. Exhale, slowly bring your hands first back onto your sacrum and let your head calm back up. Bless. Everybody back here, straight up. Reach your arms left and right up towards the sky, lifting up. Exhale, bring your hands into the ground. Press your ankles behind you. Sit onto your buttocks. Stretch your left leg out in front of you. And then with your right leg bend, and this can be a little intense on the knees, so really listen to your body. Completely skip the pose if it doesn't feel intuitive for you. But if you like to, with your right knee bend, bring your right foot basically onto your right buttocks. And just as we are coming into seated spread leg pose, open up see how far you can move your right knee towards the right and your left leg towards the left, right? So see and play around with it. Find your sweet spot here with your right heel, maybe touching your buttocks, maybe not, right? Really depends here. And then from here, sitting upright, bring your hands right in between your knees. You can stay here. Now it's a nice long spine. It's already a nice stretch on the inner groins, inner legs. Or you can crawl forward and come onto your forearms. See if you can really, draw the crown of the head forward. I always
I always repeat that. The crown first, the length first, and then we begin to forward fold. So yes, you probably feel it depending on your flexibility and your mobility in your right knee, the inner right knee. It's an inner, deep inner right knee stretch. Your inner left thighs, your left toes reaching up towards the sky. You can even find a nice little stretch in your Achilles tendons here if you explore there a little bit. And then from here, so slow, you can stay here, or maybe you like to crawl towards the left, bringing your right and left hand on the outside of your left leg, and nearly drawing your torso towards the left so you can fold over your left leg eventually, or stay up. Whatever speaks to you, whatever feels good to you. Some of you might like to bring their forearms into the ground. See if you can balance it out here. Have it equally spread, distributed, the weight on the right and the left forearm. And then the length forward and finding fold. You can close your eyes. I know a lot of people like to clean their toes at this point. I do it. Just make a little mental note, cleaning my feet after class. That's why it's so good to close the eyes and so many of those poses, to just remove those distractions, right? So that you can really stay focused on your breath, on the experience you're having, not letting that puppy, the mind, pull you left and right and here and there, but learning to place your mind wherever you want it to be and not the other way around. And then so slowly come back to center, crawl towards the center, and on your hands, move back up. Come back up to sit all the way. So slowly grab your right ankle, so gentle. Slowly. Baggage may have shifted. And then here, hug your right knee in for a moment, switching the legs. So gently, straighten your right leg out in front of you. Hug your left knee into your chest. Give it a big hug. And then grabbing your left ankle or foot with your left hand, bring your right or left hip behind you. Right? Spreading the legs as wide as you like to, as much as it feels good to you. And then once you figured the right distance for you, bring your hands right behind your right, both your knees, straight up tall, big inhale here. If you like to, you can slowly crawl forward, bring your forearms into the ground, or just staying on your hands, but crawling a little bit further forward. So, yes, this pose really likes deep exhales. With every exhale, see if there's any tension sitting, whether it's in your left knee or right knee or anywhere. See if you can breathe it away, right? Breathe the tension out of your bones, your body. This is ultimately why we come to yoga, to calm the mind, and it's really a mental practice, right? That looks so physical. But those poses really allow you to challenge your mind. And I mean, there's really no safer place than on the mat, practicing staying calm and connected to yourself, grounded, right? If you'd like to, you can now crawl over towards the right and, gently falling over your right leg, still really keeping your left leg opening to your own degree, fold and melt over your right leg. Clock saved you again, so we don't have that much time here. Enjoy those last few moments. Big inhale here. Exhale, crawling back to center. And bring yourself all the way back up. Grabbing your left ankle so gently, coming back to center, both knees. Hug both your knees into your chest. Around your spine. And then from here, if you have some space behind you, roll all the way back onto your back. From here, place your hands to the mat, right on the sides of your hip, and lift your feet and legs up towards the sky, straight up. You can absolutely stay here or, even do any pose that you like to do. Some people like to do a happy baby or anything, right? If you like to, you can come with me and swing your legs up and above your head so gently, right? Into cloud pose. Right? And then really important, stay on your shoulders here. So see if you can really lift off of your neck. You don't want to stand on your neck here. Your feet don't need to touch the ground behind you, really. Just see where's your sweet spot, keeping your palms rooted into the ground. Some people like to bend their legs and frame their head. It's a very grounding pose. Some people, just like to hang out here for a while. And some of you might like to come with me to shoulder stand, bringing your hands onto your lower back, bending your elbows, moving your elbows as close as you can together. I'd say like shoulder distance, right? And then one leg at a time, lift your legs up towards the sky until your body looks something like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. So there's a slight fold starting at your hip. And then really pressing firmly into your arms, coming off of your neck, really standing on your shoulders. And breathe. Reverting natural effects of gravity completely here, letting that nutrient-rich blood literally cascade down, right? Flushing your hips, your organs, your kidneys, your heart, your lungs, your head, your brain. Wow, this is one of those king poses in yoga. And one more moment here until we come out, breathing in. And slowly bend your knees, bring them slowly back down above your head. Be careful, right? Baggage may have shifted. So bring your hands and palms back into the ground. Slowly, vertebra by vertebra, roll yourself all the way back down. Hug your knees into your chest. Stretch your left leg out in front of you. Right arm towards the right, look towards the right, left hand grabs the right knee, bend your right knee, and then let your left knee fall over towards the left. Deep exhales here. Won't stay too long. One more deep inhale. Exhale, come back to center, hug your right knee firmly into your chest. Switching legs, right leg out in front of you, hug your left knee to your chest, left arm towards the left, looking towards the left, right hand grabs the left knee bends, and swoop it over towards the right. A few seconds here. Did you know that the gray-white matter that's running through and making up our spine, is also found, or actually the other way around, that gray-white matter that makes up our brain is also found in the spine. So basically you're massaging your brain right now. You're twisting your brain in some way. It's all connected through the spine into the brain. That's pretty amazing. Bring your left knee back into your chest. Hug both your knees into your chest. And then like a little X, squeeze everything you got. Squeeze everything in, any muscle that you feel like you may have forgotten anything. Your toes, your hands, your facial muscles. Breathe. Inhale. And exhale, let everything go. Shavasana, final rest pose. Let everything rest into the ground, your back into the ground. Breathing in and a deep exhale out. And then for the first time in the class, stop breathing deep. Now we're over time, but let's take 1 or 2 minutes here to really find some rest. Maybe a little gratitude practice. What are you grateful for today in this moment? I always say that now the body and the mind is polished. Everything that goes into the mind right now goes so deep. So being mindful with what putting in there. I am grateful for, you fill in the blank. You can stay a little bit longer, rest a little longer, which I would highly recommend, as I always do. I'm a big meditation fan, obviously. So please take your time. Other than that, and the light in me is the light in you. Namaste from New York. And I will be traveling to Germany on Saturday, so I will be off next week, but I will have someone who substitutes me, one of our amazing other teachers